Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening for our City Council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham?
Cheatham, you're...
Yes, here.
Lorick?
Here.
Mangum?
Here.
Mansfield?
Here.
Nichols?
Here.
Paulson?
Here.
Vlad?
Here. If you'd please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you would remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Tamerlan Carson, representing the Buddhist. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I like Tamerlan, but I like her dogs more.
They keep getting invited back. May penetrating light dispel the darkness of our ignorance. May all karma be resolved and the mind flower of wisdom bloom in Nibbana's eternal spring. May all those who are afflicted be affliction-free. May they be serene through all their ills. Even if bodily afflictions do not subside, may they be healed in heart and mind. May all beings live in peace and harmony. May they have health and wealth and comforts and friends that are true. May they have skills, talents, and knowledge and sweet success in all that they do. May all beings have joy and happiness in abundance. May all beautiful, great, and noble virtues of generosity, love, kindness, compassion, patience, fortitude, tolerance, forgiveness, honesty, courage, strength, energy, resolution, determination, resilience, perseverance, consideration, humility, gratitude, contentment, composure, serenity, wisdom, understanding, and equanimity be granted to all beings. May we attain full wisdom and enlightenment. May we be liberated from all suffering.
Thank you.
And it's your
Thank you
fault.
very
She's
much.
acting up.
Thank
Her all
you.
wound up.
That is not my fault. She was very good when she got there. I'm going to blame you for that one. Thank you so much. I do love it when you come. Thank you.
Perfect Buddhist.
We will move to agenda item 3, which you just want to play a little bit, is all. But before we hit agenda item 3, we have a scout troop with us again. And so I always like to know what troop you're from and if you have a position there at the troop and what's
We're in Scout 363
troop 363.
at PCCS, and I am assistant patrol leader
Assistant patrol leader.
of the Beaver Sharks.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming and working on that. Have we got another? Are you a scout or are you just here to see what we're doing?
She's with us.
She's with you also. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. We have another one. She's 10. So we just got to visit with her for a minute. So it's great to have you also in the audience. Thank you. Always good to have the youth in the congregation there. With that being said, we'll move to agenda item number 3 is the consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, minutes. Council may wish to waive the oral reading of the minutes and approve the minutes from the special city council meeting of March 13, 2024. B, material claims. Council may wish to approve the material claims for the period of March 1 through 15, 2024. C, Pocatello Regional Airport Commission appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Aaron Villano to serve as a member of the Pocatello Regional Airport Commission, filling a vacancy. Aaron's term will begin March 22, 2024, and will expire March 22, 2026. D, council decision, vacation of right-of-way for Apex Road. Council may wish to adopt its decision approving a vacation and abandonment of the public's interest in the right-of-way of approximately 0.4567 acres of land located at the easterly end of Apex Road and distributing said vacated land to the adjacent owner, Thomas J. Katsalmidas, subject to conditions. E, council decision, vacation of right-of-way for City Hall parking lot. Council may wish to adopt this decision approving a vacation and abandonment of public's interest in the right-of-way of two platted rights-of-way located across the west and northwest portion of the City Hall parking lot and distributing said vacated land to the adjacent owner, the City of Pocatello. F, council decision short plat approval for Gateway North First Amended Subdivision. Council may wish to adopt this decision approving a short plat for Gateway North First Amended Subdivision, which subdivides approximately 0.58 acres of land generally located west of Nora Avenue and south of Gateway North subdivision into 4 lots, subject to conditions. G, council decision final plat expiration deadline extension approval for Eagles Landing Division 2 and 3. Council may wish to adopt this decision granting a request from Kurt Davis for an extension to complete the final plat for Eagles Landing Division 2 and for the extension to complete the preliminary plat for the Eagles Landing Division 3 and the extension shall expire March 21, 2026. H, BID Management Agreement, Historic Downtown Pocatello Incorporated. Council may wish to approve a renewal of management agreement with Historic Downtown Pocatello Incorporated, subject to legal department review, to administer and manage the operation of the Business Improvement District, BID. Council may wish to acknowledge that they have reviewed the employment agreement of Stephanie Pelagi with Historic Downtown Pocatello Incorporated as provided for in the management agreement.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
Mayor?
I'm gonna try. Rick said
Go ahead, Rick.
Mr. Mayor, I would move for approval of the consent agenda items A through H as outlined in agenda item number 3.
second.
We have a motion by Cheatham and a second by Lurick. Brianna, could you please call the roll?
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Paulson.
Thank you. Agenda item 4 is proclamations. We have one proclamation. It is March for Meals Month, and Councilmember Mansfield will read that proclamation.
Whereas Meals on Wheels America established the March for Meals program campaign in March 2002 to recognize the historic month, the importance of the Older American Act nutrition programs, both congregate and home delivery, and to raise awareness of the escalating problem of senior hunger in America. And whereas the 2024 observance of March for Meals provides an opportunity to support Meals on Wheels programs that deliver vital and critical services by donating, volunteering, and raising awareness about senior hunger and isolation. And whereas Meals on Wheels programs in Pocatello provide nutritious meals to seniors throughout the city that help them maintain their health and independence, thereby preventing unnecessary falls, hospitalizations, and or premature institutionalization, and provide a powerful socialization opportunity for seniors to help combat loneliness and isolation. And whereas Meals on Wheels programs deserve recognition for the contributions they have made and will continue to make to local communities, our state, and our nation. Now, therefore, I, Brian C. Blad, Mayor of the City of Pocatello, do hereby proclaim the month of March 2024 to be March for Meals Month in Pocatello and encourage all citizens to take this month to honor our Meals on Wheels programs, the seniors they serve, and the volunteers who care for them. Our recognition of and involvement in the National 2024 March for Meals can enrich our entire community and help combat senior hunger and isolation in America.
Thank you.
Did you get it?
Thank
Do you want to get a picture from there so we can get the city council behind us?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's do that. You stay there, we'll move. Do you want to say a few words? You're welcome to.
I would love to say a few words. We had a long conversation this morning. So my name is Catherine Dye. I work for Sika Meals on Wheels. I'm the director there for about 3 years now. And I'm really grateful for the proclamation, more so this year than any year. We unfortunately, because of a 30% increase in cost of food last year, we're seeing a deficit this year in our program. We're lucky that we can get a CSBG borrow from from SECA to help cover some of that, but I'm still gonna have to make up $30,000 of that 80. And so I would like to invite all of you to come do a ride along with us. I say this every year, but I really need it this year. I think bringing awareness to our community by having you guys come and do those ride-alongs is huge, because you could see the impact that we're making with just a meal being there. As a matter of fact, Mayor Blad this morning saw a situation where our driver got really worried for somebody. The curtains were closed, it's unnormal for her, the doors were locked, she didn't answer. And we were able to call the emergency contact on file and get them out there to check on that person. This was a good instance, nothing wrong, just really tired. But we do run in instances where it's an emergency situation. So again, it's not just a meal, it's that touch, it's talking to them. Isolation and loneliness is actually more deadly than smoking 17 cigarettes a day. And so with that, it's really important for us to bring more to them than just a meal. Visitors, we bring games, we do arts and crafts now. So anyway, so I would love for all of you to come visit with us. We do a Monday through Thursday, 9 to 11. And you just come to my office, my driver picks you up, takes you out for a little while, and brings you right back. So it's really easy, and it'll really help us get the word out there.
We'll jump to that in just a second. Council Member Nichols.
Are you able to take private donations?
We
for
would
people?
love private donations, so we take those cash or check at our office, or you can go to our website, sika.org, and there's a donate button right on there.
All right, and could you remind everybody and people that are listening just how many meals you deliver? It's
Yes,
amazing.
so right now it's a cap of 70 clients because of our loss and deficit funding. And I have 20 on my waiting list. And it currently costs me $14.25 to get the meal to the door, one meal a day.
Okay, thank you.
Extremely important program, and I did have the privilege of being able to ride along this morning, and I would highly recommend any of you take a couple hours and go on a ride on Monday through Thursday, and it's heartwarming. The
We're
people
all
are
gonna be there.
excited to see you. So
Yeah, we're all gonna be there one day too. And I was also telling the mayor, because of baby boomers, we're gonna see a huge increase in the amount of seniors we're gonna be serving in the next 20 years, 60% of our population.
yep. So thank you.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. Okay, then we will move to agenda item number 5 is our calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. On April 4, 5:30 PM, City Council clarification meeting. 6 PM will be a regular council meeting. April 11, 9 AM will be a City Council work session. Other events, looking ahead, annual spring cleanup at city cemeteries begins April 8. Crews will remove and discard all flowers and decorations. Citizens are asked to remove decorations, etc. they have placed on the cemetery space if they wish to avoid disposal of any of the items by the staff. Cleanup is expected to continue through the end of April. April 6, Zoo Idaho will open weekends only. Beginning May 1, Zoo Idaho will open every day. Compost happens April 1st through the last full week of November. Yard waste carts will be picked up at the same day as your regular collection day. Sandbags are available to residents at the Public Works Building located at 2405 Garrett Way. Okay. We will move to agenda item number 6 is 2024 Portland Valley Environmental Fair request. Council may wish to approve the following request pertaining to the 2024 Portland Valley Environmental Fair to be held April 27, 2024 at Lookout Point. A, authorize the mayor's signature on event agreements with Historic Downtown Pocatello for use of the facility, subject to legal department review. B, approve a temporary street closure of the 100 block of South Garfield Avenue from 3 p.m. April 26 to 5 p.m. on April 27, 2024. C, waive the cost of 12 recycling bins for placement during the event.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item 6 as outlined, items A, B, and C.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Mansfield. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Mangum,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 7, declaration of surplus property, water pollution control. Council may wish to declare a Z-arm center pivot extension as surplus property and approve the sale of the equipment to Craig Klinger of Klinger Farms in the amount of $11,000 and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents pertaining to the sale in accordance with city policy and subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor?
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I move to approve agenda item number 7 as listed.
Second.
We have a motion by Nichols and a second by Mansfield.
Mr. Mayor, before we vote, I'd like to ask a question that was asked prior to Councilmember Paulson and myself.
Levi Adams, Superintendent, WPC.
For clarity's sake, we have property that is surplus property. We come up with the price of $11,000. How is that factored? How do we come up with that
How
number?
did we come up with the price?
Yeah.
In this particular situation, this was a piece of equipment that was obsolete, no longer being able to be used for the application, the biosolids application in the farmland. It was sitting on the side. We were approached by the actual manufacturer, the Double M, who sold us the original equipment. They come to us and offered us, they said they had a buyer for this piece of equipment. It was surplus for us. It was what was offered. It was just sitting there right now, so that was the offer we had. It would be more than we could get if we would have taken it to the auction, which would have been the other option.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So we have a motion by Nichols and a second by Mansfield. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Nichols,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 8, bid acceptance award 2024 sanitary sewer rehabilitation CIPP project. Council may wish to consider the recommendations of staff and award the bid for the 2024 sanitary sewer rehabilitation CIPP project to Planned and Engineered Construction Incorporated in the amount of $369,950 and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents, including change orders, up to 5% of the project total, subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item 8 as specified.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Paulson. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Mangum,
Yes.
Paulson,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 9, bid acceptance award and funding request Brady Chapel FY '24 restoration and repair project. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and accept the low responsive bid and award the contract for the Brady Chapel FY '24 restoration and repair project to Highlander Masonry and Construction LLC in the amount of $98,000 and approve additional funding for the project totaling $13,300 and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents, including change orders, up to 10% of the project total, subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move that we accept the bid, award the contract, and approve the additional funding request for the Brady Chapel FY '24 restoration and repair project. Authorize your signature on all applicable documents, including change orders as specified in agenda item number 9.
Second.
We have a motion by Council President Lurick and a second by Council Member Nichols. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Lorick,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Bingham,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, bid acceptance award 2024 Bonneville Sidewalk Improvement Project. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and accept the lowest responsive bid and award the contract for the 2024 Bonneville Sidewalk Improvement Project to Deco Concrete LLC for the repair and replacement of sidewalks in the Bonneville neighborhood in the amount not to exceed $300,000. And if approved, authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I would move to approve agenda item 10 as outlined, authorizing your signature on all pertinent documents, subject to legal department review.
Second.
We have a motion by Mangum and a second by Paulson. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Bingham,
Yes.
Paulson,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Mansfield,
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 11, items from the audience. This time has been set aside to hear items from the audience not listed on the agenda. Items which appear somewhere else on the agenda will not be discussed at this time. The council is not allowed to take any official action at this meeting on matters brought forward under this agenda item. Items will either be referred to the appropriate staff or scheduled on a subsequent agenda. You must sign in at the start of the meeting in order to be recognized. As a reminder, there's a maximum of 15 minutes for this agenda item and 3 minutes per speaker.
Just give an operator.
We'll go ahead and get started. Lydia Noble.
Lydia Noble, Pocatello, Idaho. I just had a follow-up question from the town hall, the recent town hall. I had asked about the cost of the rebranding, the full cost, including all of the additional work that may be involved in the signage, in remarking of vehicles, in letterhead, in business cards, all of those things. I was curious if there's been an estimate developed for that. And I had requested it during the town hall, but I haven't heard anything. And I've looked online, I didn't see anything on the city's website. Maybe I missed it, so I'm just checking now how I should go about getting something like that. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Nikki Taysom.
Hi, Nikki Taysom, General Delivery, Pocatello, Idaho 83201. I'm referring to the amendments of our Constitution. The First Amendment grants that we have the freedoms of speech as well as redress of grievances, and that those shall not be infringed or abridged, which means to cut short or lessen. There are certain things that I stood to be able to have my right to speak on agenda items. So I'm referring to that Constitution. Article number 4 grants that each state in this union shall have guaranteed a Republican form of government. And the Article 6 states that the Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuant thereof, and all treaties made in which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land. And under the let me find it, which amendment it was. Anyway, that the President of the United States can only hold office for 2 terms, and that all other laws pursuant thereof. And I'm not meaning to be offensive in any way, but the supreme law of this land is the Constitution of the United States and the amendments attached to it. And I am about, we've got to restore that. There's things in this town and county and nation that are compromising our very national security, our rights and protections under the Constitution and Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights and Monroe Doctrine. And I actually called the state today, the Department of the Secretary of State, and referred to these things, as well as that the president can only hold 2 terms of office. And I love you, Mayor Brad, but the Constitution is supreme law. And if the President of the United States cannot hold more than 2 terms of office, neither can a mayor. And I'm not trying to be negative. We've got to restore these true principles. These were established by God. and he will not bless a nation who turns their back on him and the laws he gave us for our protection and blessing. And I share that humbly in the name of Jesus. We're in some serious situations here in this town and nation. And again, I address the harm against children especially, and not to offend or turn them away in any manner. And thank you.
Thank you. Marjana Hewlett.
Good evening, council members and Mr. Mayor. I wanted to stand up and speak tonight, both as an example to the girls that are here, that it's important that they know that they can address their city government and talk to them. And I appreciate this open speaking time. I wanted to bring a suggestion that I know that the city offers a fall cleanup with leaves in the fall, where we come around and they pick up the leaves. They do the same thing for Christmas trees. I think that you should offer one in the spring, especially this spring, given the carnage from the snowstorm 2 weeks ago and the branches that are still down everywhere. There is a citywide cleanup that's coming up May 4th, it's sponsored by NeighborWorks. You could partner with them. But with some rallying from you, from the city leaders, you could get people to come together for their blocks, pull the branches to a central location, have trucks come along and haul them off. I see people struggling, especially older people, and struggling with what to do with, and you've driven around town, I mean, it's a mess still. In the future, that would be something to consider as well, that there might be after, because we do have these events once in a while, although this one is worse than any I can remember. Let's say, we know there's been massive downfall from the trees. We're gonna have a cleanup day. You know, if you can get your branches and things to the curb, we can bring the trucks along, scoop them up, take them up, chop them up, whatever you're gonna do. But help with the city, the citizens of the community, get that taken care of. I just put that out there as a suggestion, just a friendly suggestion. And I appreciate all the other efforts that you're doing in the community, I really do. And I think Pocatello is moving forward in a good way. Thank you.
Super. Thank you, Marjana. Thank you for your example with the scouts as well. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for participating today, and councils, thank you for your attendance and for your hard work that you do every day. And with that, we are adjourned.